Hello friends, now we are doing questions, isn't it? Now look at this, you saw first yes or no questions. An example we can say, he eats rice. We saw this, no? And yes or no question is, how will you proceed? Steps. He does eat rice. Then does he eat rice? So that is the question. We saw that the steps. When the tense is single word, you have to insert do. So here it is, eats. You insert do here, then the tense marker is taken and added to do. That will become does. Does eat. Then you have two parts. The first part should be taken before the subject. Subject is he. So does he eat rice? So if there are two words in the tense, then there is no problem. He is eating rice. He is eating rice. Very easy. You can write down, is he eating rice? That will be question. Listen. Also any form of to be. To be or as to be, for example, you can say, he is tall. Is he tall? Question. Any form of to be. See, they are clever. Are they clever? So any form of to be, you can just take that form of the be and put it before or write it before the subject of the sentence, then it becomes question. Otherwise, all the other verbs with single word, then we have to insert do. Past tense, same procedure in past tense also. An example, see this. He looked or he played basketball. Okay, and played, you have to do, insert do, then do played. We have seen these things, no? Do played, and then this is tense marker that is added here. Then this will become did play, and did he play football? So in this case, what happens is we are not getting any new information, nothing new. Either you get the answer yes, or you get the answer no. Yes. So we call such questions yes or no questions. That is our part 1. Part 2, you remember yesterday we did, what was that? Question word questions. So how many question words? Remember what, who, whose, whom, isn't it? Then when, where, which. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 question words. And you know, these question words are used what? Something. If you want to get the answer something. He ate mangoes. What did he eat? You say, no? That's who? Jack saw Jill. Who did Jack see? So for persons you use. Then this book belongs to Jack. Whose book is this? That is, we say possession. Whom? Say this. He talked to him. See? To whom did he talk? And then when? Time. When will he arrive? Where? Place. where is he living? And which? Say, he likes red shirt. Which shirt he likes? Does he like? He likes Jack. Okay, likes a red shirt. So you want to get red shirt as an answer, then you say which? Which shirt? Isn't it? Which shirt? Which shirt does Jack like? Not likes. Because here, remember that we have shifted the tense marker to this place. So we have done so far. Very nice. Any doubt regarding this? Which means you are just identifying choice. No? Which one? Identifying. Understand that? Yes. And so here, now we come to another question word, very famous question word, that is how. So also WH word, because you have got W here and H here. The others we can see it begins WH, etc. etc. Here what happens? WH is H is here the beginning and also at the end. So that is also WH word. Look at that. Now this is a very interesting word because without this we cannot exist. And without the others also. Because as human beings we want to know many things. No? For example, what, something, who, person, whom, to whom you are talking, isn't it? Or which, this or that. Question is there now, this or that, then which one? Which one you want? Isn't it? Time, when will that person come? Or when does he arrive? Or we say, speak about place, where do you live? So place, time, things, choice, belonging, persons, and then talking to whom, that also person. Without these words, how will we know? Without knowing these things, how will we live? It's impossible. Okay. Now here comes how. How? For example, see, when we say Jack, you will have this sentence. Our Jack. Jack goes to school by bus. So we want to know the way he goes, the manner in which he goes to school. So for that you have to ask how. Say, our questions, by bus, how? Means the way, how, on what, or whatever you want to call it, by bike or something like this. So here same procedure. Jack goes to school. Okay. Then this ES is taken and added here. Then next step is Jack does go to school. So now what have you to do? You have got two parts. First part you should do reverse, inversion piece, inversion, changing the subject of the position. Then thus Jack go to school. We have got them. And question back. How does Jack go to school? So up to this is yes or no question. Does Jack go to school? But if you want to know the way, the manner in which, that is by bus. So you want to get that answer. How does Jack go to school? Jack goes to school by bus. Simple. Simple. It's very simple. Yes. So that is one use of how. You have got again. Suppose you want to know the party. Suppose you say you want to know. You say like that. It was it was a great party. You went for a party and then you came back. Then one of your friends met you and he asks, he wants to know the what we must say, the atmosphere, see, the form of the party, the luxury of the party, the food of the party, all together. Then how will you say? He said, use this word how. See, it was a great party. Then how, what kind of excellence is that? You can ask like this, how was the party? So how was the party? How was the party? It was a grand meeting. How was the meeting? How was the meeting? Understand that? It was a wonderful festival. And again, how was the festival? So, it was a marvelous family reunion. So, how was the family reunion? Understand that? So, you are getting a kind of, see, an overall picture. If you want to get an overall picture of something, then you have to ask this, you can use this, how. Understand? So, first use, we have already seen what is the first use? First use is the way you go, how you travel, etc. How? By bus, by train, by car, on foot. By car, etc. Then, about a general idea about the party or a union or a festival or a how was the class? When the teacher comes out of the class now, first class, and say, how was the class? The teacher will say, oh, it was very fine. How was the class? It was very fine. Yes, that's what he said. So that is another use of how. Now you gotta, suppose you want to know the quantity, for example, then you will say, how much? Quantity. See, how much? Example, Jack drank Jack drank milk. See that? Jack drank milk. And you want to know how much he drank. Somebody comes and says, Jack drank milk. Then what will you do? You can say, ask like this, drank, do, drank. Here is the past tense. So that is added here. Do plus past is equal to did. Then did drink. Then Jack did drink milk. Jack did drink milk. Now what do you want to know? You want to know the quantity. Then you can say, you can use this and say, how much milk did Jack drink, not drank. See that? How much milk did Jack drink? Understand? Jack wasted a lot of time. How much time did Jack waste? Listen, how much time did Jack waste? Jack threw away rotten fruits. You want to know how much? How rotten is. Jack threw away rotten milk or stale milk. How much milk did Jack throw away? Understand? Jack drank water. Okay. How much water did Jack drink? Did you get that? Yes. So that is about. He used. Jack used plenty of oil. what is the question? How much oil did Jack use? See that Jack used a lot of oil. Let's say like this. And you want to know this, the quantity. So this is uncountable. You have seen countable and uncountable. So you will use a lot of, instead you say how much. How much. So bring it back here. How much oil used is equal to did Jack use. How much oil did Jack use? You know this, no? Used. You have used. Then this is the past tense. Here you do ed, did. Then there is only use. Understand? Don't say did used. Yes. So that is for quantity. Then suppose you want to know number, countable nouns. You want to talk about countable nouns. Then what will you say? So Jack. You are tired of Jack? Jack ate 5 bananas. Jack, although he is a small fellow, he eats too much. He ate 5 bananas. Then you want to know how many. So how many? Number 8. Do plus 8. Then here the past tense is here. So do plus past. You cannot see it as a ed. Do plus past, and then you will get a did. When it is did, here only eat. What remains is eat. And so you will see did Jack eat 5 bananas. Now, how many? Question word. How many? Question word has to be written at the beginning. Therefore, what will you say? How many bananas did Jack eat? Okay, if you are tired of Jack, I will change the name to Jill. Is that all right? Yes. So this is how you make questions with the how. How many? I told you, how is a wonderful word. Because without how you cannot live. Isn't it? So that you need to know all these things. You should know how much, how many, etc. How many. That is number. This is quantity. Yes, this is number. Alright. Now you said, Jack says like this. We said Jill is 5 years old. So Jill is 5 years old. So what you have to make you want to know how old is Jack? Since what is this age? Then what will you write? You write like this. How old? That is the question. Then is Jill 5 years old? That will be yes or no question. Now the question word will be how old. So how old is Jill? How old is Jill? How old is Jill? Did you understand? Question you must understand. Question words are, you begin the sentence with the question word. Understand? Yes. So how old is this? So that is another question with the, you can use, another way you can use how. So how much, how without any accompaniment, then how much quantity, how many number, how old. Now you say, Jack, this school is, or Jill's school is 5 miles, 2 miles, 2 kilometers, meters far. Jill's school is 2 kilometers. You must first have to become clear, away from here. 2 kilometers away from here. Jill's school is 2 kilometers away from here, or 2 kilometers from here. Okay, make it clear. 2 kilometers away from here. So here you want a distance. Sorry, 2 kilometers away. And then you will say distance far and how. You can say how far is Jill's school from here. That is it. So the yes or no question is, and question word how. How far is Jill's school from here? That is how far. Distance. That is for distance. How far is your home from here? Notice. How far is New York from here? So how far is New York from here? Understand? So it's a distance. You should know, isn't it? Distance. How far is the church? You need not always say how far is the church from here. So that from here is understood. Nobody asks questions like this. How far is the church from there? Such questions are not normally asked, isn't it? When normal people do it. So when you say it is understood, it is here. How far is the school? That means from here, from the point where I am standing. So how far? That is distance here. So let me see. The program, Jack is now poor. You don't want Jack, Jill as. Jill's program lasts for 2 hours. Jill is going to conduct a concert, and so it lasts for 2 hours. Now you want to know the length of the program, time, duration of the program. So you say how long? That is for time. How long? Duration of the time. So what is the answer? You can say how long here lasts. Remember, last, then it is added here, thus last. And how long does Jill's program last? He said, how long does it take for me to reach there? How long does it take for me to reach your home? So I want to come to your place. Then I am asking, how long? How long will it take? That is time. How long will it take to complete this work? How long will it take? So for example, we say, it will take, sentence will be, it will take 5 hours. 5 hours. Then what will be the question? How long will it? How long will it take? How long will it take to complete the work? It will take 5 hours to complete the work. So how long will it take for you to complete the work? You must like, how long will it take for you to complete the work? Understand? So this is how. So you can see how you can ask about the general condition. So how was the party? You can say. How do you go to school? So there are two uses here. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is the condition, so general condition, and this is the way you go, isn't it? And then how much quantity? How much money do you want? How many books do you want? How old are you? How far is the church? How long will it take? Yes. Now you see that Jill, next, Jill goes to school twice a week. Jill is so intelligent, so clever, so wonderful, so marvelous. The teacher says, you need to come only 2 days. Otherwise there will be a lot of problem in the class. So Jill goes to school twice a week. Now you want to know how many times, that is the frequency, so to say, the frequency. What will you do? What is the question where? How often? How often frequency? So there is what will be the question? As how often? Goes will become we have seen already. Do, insert, goes, do, tense marker is taken here, thus go. Then how often? Question is how often does Jill go to school? Question. How often does Jill go to school? Means twice a week. Understand? So that is another way of using how. So how is a wonderful word. Without how you cannot live. See that? Because you require all information. This information, you require this. Without this, how can you live? Like, how is the party? How is the class? How are the students? How are the students means general condition. How is the class? Then, how do you go to school? How do you go to church? How do you go to America? By plane. How do you go to Japan? By plane. How do you go to China? By plane. How do you go to your next village? By bike. Yes. How do you go to your neighbor's house? On foot. Not by foot, but on foot. Yes. And then you have got how much. How much money you require. So that how much work can you do? How much work can you do? How much water you need? How much water you need? How much oil do you need? How much oil do you need? How much paint do you need for painting this? Understand? And how much jam? Yes. How much jam? All the uncountable nouns. Yes. Then for countable nouns, say many. How many boys are there in the class? How many boys? How many girls are there in the class? Then you say, how many people live in this? How many people usually come here? How many people usually come here? So, and then you have got how old. How old are you? How old is it? Very simple. Yes. And how far? How far is this from here? Then how long? How long will it take to reach home? Will it take? How often? How often do you go to? How often do you use mobile? How often do you play mobile games? How often do you play mobile games? Never? Yes. Yeah, like that. So then these are different uses of how. It's clear? Yes. Now to make it sure that you have no doubt about these things, what will you do? You can also, as I told you yesterday, if you can make a question, you should be able to make it a statement also. Something. So let's take an example. Which one you want? How much milk is used? Okay. It's all right. We can, how much milk is used? Question. Simple, no? Yes. So what did you do? How much? What did you do? First you say this part will be milk is used. Simple. Then next you write the question word here. And instead of the question word you write a quantity. For example, 2 liters. 2 liters or 2 liters. You say. So you will say how much milk. So how much milk? Then you have to begin the subject. Milk is already here. Milk is used. How much? Sorry. That's milk is used. How much milk is used? Milk is used. How much? Yes. How much? Now instead of how much, what will you do? You will write a quantity here. What? How much milk? A lot of. A lot of. So then what will you do now? Milk is used a lot of. So change the position from here. A lot of milk is used. So this is statement and this is question. Simple. Simple. How old are you? How old are you? Leave this here. Then write you. Subject is you are old. Simple. Then how? What is the answer? The number of years. You are 5. You are 5 years old. You are 5 years old. How old are you? You are 5 years old, or 3 years old, or 4 years old, whatever it is. Did you get that point? So you should be in a position to change any sentence, any question given to you to a statement, and a statement to a question. You have 2 kinds of questions. So see, once again I will show you this. How did you do this? This is a very interesting sentence. How did you do this? What will be the statement form? First step is did do is equal to did. Is that clear? Okay, I will give you an example. Did play is equal to play. Sorry. Did play is equal to play. So did play is equal to play. Then did do is equal to do. Is there any doubt about this? Did play is play. Then did do is did do is not do but did. Did play is play. Is that clear? Then did do is did. So now what will you do? How did you because this did do is did already. Therefore what will you say? What will you write? How did you this? See that? How did you this? See that? What is the subject? Who? You. So you did this. So you did this. When you have you did this, this is not required, it's not a question. So you did this. Now you want to make it a question again? Okay, let's see. So very often this sentence is taken as an example for changing question into statement and statement into question. So this is, you did this. Okay. Now you want to know, what do you want to know? The way you did this. The way you did this. So what is the question word? How? Right here. Then this is equal to did do. Right? Okay, look at this. 8. This is equal to did eat. Did eat. See that? Like that. You did is equal to did do. For question. So you did do this how? See that? Now what should be our next step? Here is a question word. Bring it here. The beginning. How? Then first part of the verb. How did? Subject you do this. How did you do this? Don't you think it's very simple? Yes. Very good. Now you know this. It is simple. Okay. Okay, let's see one more. Because if you know this changing statement to question, question to statement, this will be of great help to you when we take up passive and also indirect speech. Direct, indirect, that area. Yes. So which one? Which one? What? Okay, let's try this. Yes, okay. What did you do? See, similar question. What did you do? Did do is equal to did. What did you? Okay? Statement subject should come first. You did what? Then question answer. You did something. That is statement. You did something. The question is, what did you do? Are you satisfied with these examples? Okay? Alright. So one more. If you have got any problem, okay. So listen now. Who saw Jill? Yes. Who did see Jill? Okay. Question. Statement. Did see will be saw. Sentence. Jill. Then who did see Jill? Jack. Instead of Jack, it is Jack saw Jill. Understand? And now you have got a doubt, I know, that I will clear without much delay. Okay. So that is how you do. The point to remember is, when you have a single word tense or a simple tense, you have to make it a verb phrase by inserting do. Then and also making adjustments regarding the tense. If it is present tense, either do or does. Past tense, only did. Understand that? See, once again I will show you. Is equal to does plus is. Not does is. Because This tense marker is now here. Therefore, this is free. It is free of the tense marker. But the eat, there's no problem because tense marker is not seen. Therefore, when you say do plus eat is equal to eat. When it is past tense, what happens is you have, let's say, looked. I am taking looked because you can see the ed. Next one will be what you cannot see. Okay, that is equal to did look, not did looked, not did looked. Understand? That's wrong. So did look. That is very clear. Yes. Eight. The past tense is not seen. Past tense marker is not seen clearly, but it is past. Actually, if you want to write it, you can write eat plus past. Then that is eight. So what happens? Did eat. Not did eat. Did you see? Did you get that point? Yes. Once you know this, it's no problem. You can change it. Say statement to question to statement without any difficulty. Yes. So I think this is one of the areas where students make mistake because they very often say he does eats. He does eats. Yes. Very often say no. You have seen students writing that. Also, he did. What did he said? Wrong, no? What did he said? That will be double pass. Okay. Now you see, you have got two questions with how. Very often you ask now, and you see. Well, first one is how do you? How do you do? How do you? This is not a question. This is a greeting, like hello. The meaning of this how do you do is hello. That's all. Not a question, but a greeting. Greeting. This is a greeting. How do you do? How do you do? A greeting. Listen. Then what will you say? You will say, either you can say hello, or you can say, pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Son. Pleased to meet you. And say, how do you? To repeat the same question. How? So not question, greeting. How do you? How do you do? So this is. Understand? How do you do means hello. You can just say hello. Or you can say how do you do. Suppose somebody, and this is, remember, only this is very formal way of greeting. Very formal way. Not informal. Informal, hi. You don't do you greet your teacher as hi? No. That's only between friends. That is informal. But very formal situations, you say, how do you do? How do you do? How do you do? That the intonation is also important. The change in your voice level. No? How do you do? That is a rule, no? How do you do? With a smile. How do you do? Then you can either say hello, or you can say, what do you say? Pleased to meet you. How do you do? So you can reply will be, pleased to meet you. How do you do? Pleased to meet you. How do you do? Yes. So that's one thing. So please remember, how do you do is not a question. It is a greeting, you know. Good morning, we say. Like that. Only first time when you meet, first time you meet a person. Suppose you met that person in the morning, and then he said, how do you do? Then You should not afternoon also, how do you do? Evening also, how do you do? Just once that will do. And the answer I told you is, pleased to meet you, how do you do? Pleased to meet you, how do you do? It's a greeting, very important, no? Yes. And now there is one more. How are you? How are you? So, how are you? That's a question. How are you? That's a question. How are you? That's the question. What do you say? I am fine. I am fine. As I am fine, you say. You say I am fine. I am fine. I am fine. Thanks. And you. And you. And you. So that is the way to answer that. How are you? I am fine, thanks. I am fine, thanks. And you? So English people, this is English greetings. English way of what you must say is exchanging your greetings and pleasantries. Pleasantries. Now they are very polite people, and therefore it's a polite way of asking, how is your health? Now you need not when you say, how are you? Don't say that my back is aching and the headache, I have been suffering from headache 2 weeks. Last year I was suffering from fever, dengue and all the chikungunya and all that. That is not expected of you. It's just a kind of, how are you? Say, I'm fine, thanks. And you? That's all. I'm fine, thanks. And thanks for asking me. And my anxiety about you. And you? And you? All with a smile. Understand? That is how you. I hope you understand. How do you do is not a question. It's a greeting. Then that is also once first time when you meet, and when you after that when you greet back, you will say, what will you say? When you greet back, you will say, pleased to meet you. How do you do? Pleased to meet you. How do you do? How do you do? Pleased to meet you. How do you do? How are you? How are you? How are you? Short and how are you? Then say, I am fine, thanks, and you. I am fine, thanks, and you. Did you get that point? Is that clear to you? Yes. So now we have done quite a lot of work on questions. So one summary, once again you can see what, isn't it? Then who, whose, whom, where, when, why, WH, how, how much, how many, number, how far distance, how long time, how long, how often, frequency, isn't it? How often frequency, how much, how many, how far, how long, how often, see that? How we can have two, general condition and also the way you do things. Say general condition of anything. General condition. How is the class? How was the party? See me? How was the meeting? How was the meeting? You can say like that. So you can see. Here you can say how. What do you say? How? General condition and how? The way you do things. The way you do. The way you travel. Isn't it? How much quantity? How much quantity? How many number? And also you can say age. How old? How old? So you have got how much quantity, how many number, how far, distance, how long, duration of time, how often, your frequency, how old, your age, what, something, who, the person, whose, belonging, whom, to whom you talk, where, place, when, time, and why, reason. Understand? And how do you do? It's not a question. How are you is a question, but you should say, I'm fine, thanks, and you. The other one is, how do you do? Pleased to meet you. How do you do? Is that clear? Okay? Very good. I think that you have done some work now. And also, remember what I told you. When any question, yes or no question, or WH question, or question bad question, or X question, any of these questions, you should be able to statement to question and question to statement. Understand? This is very important when you come to, as I told you, passive voice and also your, what do you call, direct, indirect. I hope it's very clear to you. If you have got any doubt again, remember the only, I must say, challenge is single word tenses. In the single word tenses, past tense, did plus the base form of the verb we can call it. What is a tenseless? You can say. Understand? So you will come to know about, you will come to know more about this as you proceed. Okay? Have you got any doubt? Are you alright? Can you make questions? Can you ask people questions? Now you can start speaking English. Understand? But before speaking English, you should think in English. I will tell you about that later.